and after that these were the items that we pushed. So we pushed various records onto that, and after that we just got the records where year is basically greater than 1985. So we got one record where year was greater than 1985, that is this movie 1989, and the name is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The rating was 4 and fans were James and Sarah. Okay, so it is also giving other report that total count received is 1 and scanned count was 2. So let's see this. So this was the first record that we pushed into our DB, and then this was the second record there that we pushed into our DB. So that's what it is saying. It has scanned 2 records, and from those 2 records the matching condition was just 1. So at output count was simply 1. Means there was just one movie where year of release was greater than 1985. So this is what basically it is saying. Okay, so this is how we basically create or interact with the DynamoDB. We created a table, we push some records into table, and then we can fetch the records based on some conditions also. And again, DynamoDB, as we said, it's a NoSQL data store. It does not require a schema to be defined. So that's why if you see, we have created just one key, and schema can be anything. So it is not bound to any schema. So if one row can have 4 columns, then the next row can have 5 or 6 columns also, or it can have less columns also. So this is one of the features of NoSQL DB. So this is the code, and right now we are unable to see the same DynamoDB table created inside this. So what is the region? The region is US West 2. So let's try to change that. US West. Go to tables. Okay, great. So earlier we were in this US East North Virginia region, so that's why we were not able to see our tables. So DynamoDB tables are basically tied to a particular region. So if you are not able to see your table somehow, you can just check for your region. What is your region wherein you have created the table? So in US West 2. So US West 2 is basically, I think, US West Oregon, and US West 1, I think, is North California. So our table is in this US West 2. So we can see our table, movies table created here. Navigate to items, so you can see our items are here. So we can see the name is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, rating is there, and year is also mentioned here. The 2 records which we pushed into it, they both are present here. And these are the fans. You can see name, fans, rating, and year. Similarly, our code was like this. Movie name, first of all movie name, then we had our year of release, which is also present here, and then we had stars, which is rating, present here, and then we had fans that basically takes. So this is string fans, which is being created here. So this is basically a var syntax, string fans. So we can push multiple string values. James and Billy Bob will come here. So this was all about DynamoDB, which we created using AWS Java API, and this was again with the help of AWS inbuilt template of DynamoDB. So you can see interacting with API or interacting using Java API for these storage services like S3 that we used, and now DynamoDB, it's pretty simple. We can also use simple code language to create a table, to push the values into a table, and to scan everything. Okay, so now we are done with this. We're done with 2 things. We are done with a simple storage service, that is S3, and now we are also done with DynamoDB code template. And next, most probably we'll be hitting RDS. So we will try to connect a MySQL instance which is created on S3, or which is created on AWS, and we'll try to connect it from our Eclipse. So this was all about this session, and keep in mind that once we are done with this session, we will also try to host a simple website on AWS, and we will try to club all the things which we have learned. Like we will try to use DynamoDB also, and we'll try to use maybe MySQL DB also, and we'll also use our S3 storage service from our website, so that we could have a hands-on using one of the real world examples. That will be pretty much easier for you if you are going into some company or if you want to work on AWS in future. So this was all about from this tutorial. So I would like to thank you for watching this tutorial. So thanks for watching again.